Melissa Reynolds, and today I get to talk to you about my favorite platform, and that's Pinterest. But I'm going to teach you a new way to use it. And as you can see, I'm outside because I am a nomad. And because of this kind of online business, without having to have inventory, I'm allowed to travel to warm places like Arizona. Because I am originally from Kansas and I'm a down to earth country girl. But you know what? Right now, they're freezing their butts off. And you know what? I get bright, sunny, warm days. Yeah, it gets a little cold at night, but it is awesome out here. Now I'd like to welcome you to my home and take you inside and teach you how to use Pinterest the right way. So you have started your own POD business. Congratulations! You're up on Merch by Amazon, Redbubble, Etsy, and you even started your own website. So now that you have products up and sales are starting to trickle in, what do you do now? It's time to think about growing your business. But how should you go about doing this, you wonder? You could do what everyone else does and put up paid ads on Facebook and Instagram and other platforms. But that's not what I'm going to teach you today. We're going to talk about Pinterest and in a way to use it for your POD business that you probably haven't thought about. Just a quick note of why you should be using Pinterest. Pinterest has over 300 million active users. The average user spends 14.2 minutes on Pinterest. Shopping is a top priority for 48% of Pinterest users. No other platform can say that. So that is some of the reasons why Pinterest is one of the best ways to drive traffic to your store. So some of you may have already started pinning your products on Pinterest in the hope that people are going to see your products and going to get some sales traction. However, I am going to show you how you can get even more traffic to your shop by focusing on content to drive traffic instead of using product pins. So now I'm going to show you a quick example of what a common product account looks like so you can visualize what I am talking about. So what we're going to do is we're going to click here. We're going to click here and we're going to search for cat shirts. And as you can see, when you put in cat shirts, cats come up and you also get your shop tab here that shows all of your shirts. Now this is great if somebody's actually looking for a cat shirt. They can come here and they can see all of these cat shirts. And you're going to have to really optimize your pins so you can appear here at first. Let's look at this pin. And as you can see, this is connected to a shop. It's a website, not to Redbubble or something like that. But it's really not that optimized when it comes to the title, and the descriptions on product pins will come from your actual store that you have linked it to through Pinterest. And he's actually done a really good job of using some keywords in his description on his products. But that is not the norm. So if I go back and you look at, like, let's see, let's find one from Zazzle. See, the one from Zazzle, it's got a pretty good title because the person that made this shirt put a pretty good title in there. Whoop. Sorry, don't know what that was. But when you look at the description, casual, loose fitting, heavy, dark, that description that they put in on Zazzle isn't very optimized for Pinterest. So that makes it a little bit harder for you to get seen for this particular kind of shirt. And that is one of the problems with product pins, is that somebody has to be looking for a shirt or for a mug, that type of thing. So what I'm going to show you is how to use content almost like a blogger. Or you could think of it like a magazine. When you go to a magazine, you get, or a blog, you get content that's talking about the niche subject that you're interested in, but then you also get exposed to other products that are related to what you're reading. So what I'm going to show you is we're going to go in here and we're going to type in cat sleeping positions. Now, what you see is product pins that are related to what I'm looking at. So if I'm a cat lover and I want to know what my cat's sleeping positions are and what they mean, then I would type in something like that into the search. So for your products to be able to be found for this type of searches, you need to have content-rich pins. So right here, this pin right here happens to be one of mine. So as you can see, when you go over to the pin, this pin is highly optimized and it has lots of keywords that are known for this niche. So you're also trying to entice them to go over to and click on your website. And in this one, I'm enticing them to figure out what their cat's sleep position might mean. So when they go over to the website, you get an opt-in form. And on here, I use a title, "Your cat's sleeping position is amazing." Sure, but is it attempting to show you something? So I've piqued their curiosity of, my cat likes to sleep on its back, so I wonder what that means. So then they'll put their email in there, and that will take them over to the actual content. You can target them with your cat-related products. You can tag them as cat lovers. So when you have different products for cats, you can start an email follow-up sequence with them. But then when they click through, they actually get content. They get images, they get content. But lo and behold, they also get exposed to your products. So you can integrate your products into your content just like you would in a magazine or on a blog post. But you don't have to write these very long, intricate blog posts to be able to expose them to your products, as long as it is good content that particular niche is looking at. So now I'm going to show you an account that is content rich. Now on this account, you can see that the boards are a lot of different subjects and stuff, but they also have a lot of products on them. And as you can see, there is almost 1 million monthly views. So you know that they're driving a lot of traffic over to their website and most likely getting lots of sales from it. So now I'm going to show you a pin from this account. Here's another pin that is intriguing and informative, and it also creates curiosity in the pinner to go over to the website. And as you can see, it has over 66,000 impressions. It's been saved 438 times, and it's had 107 outbound links. And that's just in the last 30 days. So you know that this pin is producing traffic and producing sales over on the website. So you might be saying to yourself that you already have a sales funnel. So why would you need a different one? So I'm going to explain to you what the difference between a product sales funnel is and a content building funnel. So this is what a typical sales funnel looks like. You have your product pin that you've pinned to Pinterest, then it goes over to the product page, and then hopefully to the order page. The problem is you build no audience this way or collect their email. So now I'm going to show you what a content building funnel is. The first thing you need for a content funnel is a very engaging pin that talks about a subject that your niche is looking for. So then you take that pin and you have it lead to an opt-in form where you can collect their emails, which leads to the content page, which covers the subject of your pin, but also includes your products. And this leads them to the sales page, which then converts into sales. The best thing about this funnel is it leads to the all powerful email follow up sequence so you can get more sales. So there's all kinds of funnels out there that use sales pages, opt-in forms, order forms, down sales, up sales, follow-up sequences. But the thing to remember is that the content page for Pinterest is the most important and the most engaging part of your funnel for Pinterest. So now I'm going to show you some funnel maps of some funnels that I personally use and which ones are my favorites. As I showed you before, this is a typical product pin. And unfortunately, the thing with these pins is that when a customer clicks on it and goes over to your product page on Etsy, Merch by Amazon, or some other platform, they're faced with three things. They can purchase it, or they can look around at other products, which unfortunately are not always your products, or they can do the dreaded click away. As a seller, you are not able to capture that customer's email or even engage with that customer if that customer decides not to purchase. And this is a basic content building funnel. So what these do is they create something that is a little bit more enticing, a little bit more tailored specifically for your niche audience. It helps you warm up your audience and helps you sell to them better. The purpose of creating this type of funnel is to drive traffic via content instead of using product pins. And as you can see, here is your pin, which would be a very enticing pin, and that will get them over to your content page. And your content page will have content that is related to your pin, but you can also put your products on that content page. And they are enticed to click on your products and go over to your sales page. And this could be on your website or Etsy or your Merch by Amazon page or your Redbubble product page. But you're still not collecting emails on this particular type unless they actually purchase. So now I'm going to show you one of my favorites. Not my ultimate favorite, but it is one that I use quite a bit. And on this one, you can see that they're going from the pin to an opt-in page asking for more information about whatever this content page is going to be that was enticed by the pin. So then they're sent over to the content page with all the content and with the products on it. And if they decide to purchase one of the products, they are sent to a sales page. And this sales page happens to be on my own website, so I could actually put the product that was clicked on plus other related products on here. And if they do choose to purchase the product, then they're given an upsell of another product. And if they choose not to buy that product, then they're offered a discount or a lower priced product. So let's say this pin is for dog shirts and something to do with dogs. So I ask them to enter their email to get more information about dogs. And then on this product page or on this content page, I actually put a whole bunch of content about a particular breed of dog. And I put shirts and products like that that are related to that content. So they decide to buy my dog shirt. So they go over to the sales page, and this is where I give all kinds of information about the shirt and some good imaging and that type of stuff. So when they choose to buy that shirt, they're sent over to an upsell where they could buy a related shirt or maybe buy another one for a gift or something like that. And if they choose not to, then they're given a down sale where they could buy a cup or a mug or something else related to that original shirt. And then if they say yes, they're sent over to the order form, and then they're sent a thank you page. Now back here, after they go to the content page, if they decide not to buy my product, but I got their email already, so they're actually put into an email follow-up sequence. So I wait one day, and then I start them into an email follow-up sequence. Now, if they go over to the sales page and decide, okay, well, I don't want it, then I know that they actually went over to the sales page, so they're actually warmer than the people that came from the content page. So they go straight into the follow-up email sequence. And then also anybody that does purchase is also put back into my follow-up sequence, and then I can target them with other dog shirts because that's what they were interested in. But I'm going to show you one of my ultimate favorite funnels, and that is a quiz funnel. I have gotten a lot of revenue from a quiz funnel. So basically, I use the quiz funnel on both Facebook and on Pinterest. And you do an enticing pin to get them interested in taking the survey or the quiz, And when they get to the quiz, they answer all the questions within the quiz, and then they're sent to an opt-in page asking them if they want to see what their results are. And then they're sent over to a content page, which gives them the results of their quiz, plus exposes them to some of my products that I sell. And then if they decide to pick one of those products, they're sent over to the sales page and then to the order form. But the best part of this is that when they opt in to see the results, they can be sent into my follow-up sequence. And then my follow-up sequence, there's one day in between where they get the results, but they haven't purchased. They're not a purchaser. They said no to the purchase. So I wait one day and I send out my first email. And then if they are purchases, then they actually get my second email. And then I wait 3 days in between, and I always have at least 3 follow-up emails for this particular one. And then they will go into my email segment for that particular niche. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this funnel in action. So let me click just a second. Too many windows open. Here we go. So this right here is the actual pin that I pinned to get people to go over to my quiz. So if you click on here, and sorry, being a nomad, sometimes my internet's a little slow. And here is the quiz. So let's take the quiz. What kind of relationship do you have with your pup? I think my puppy likes sloppy kisses. Your perfect doggy date looks like going shopping with my doggy. What does your dog do that makes you feel loved? Oh, he lets me rub his belly, even though he's 70 pounds. And then they're sent over to the opt-in page. And on this page, they'll enter their email so they can go and get their results. So then when they go over, the results page is where the magic happens. And here on the results page, they get the results. So I'm the fun-loving human. You don't care that your doggy farts or steals your blankets because you know deep down inside they're the greatest love you've ever had. You say, I love you to your dog before anyone else when you get home. And that is so true. This is where they're exposed to your products, and these happen to go over to Amazon, but these could go over to any one of your products. And the best part is down here, they can share the results on Facebook or Pinterest. And when they share the results, it gets other people interested in taking your survey. I have made a lot of money from surveys like that, or quizzes like this. So, before we go, I want to give you one of the biggest tips that I have found that has been very beneficial to me. And I think it would be beneficial to all of you. And that is tagging your own products. Let me show you. See, here's one of my pins. And what Pinterest does is it tags your products or your pins to other products that are related to that. So if you look down here, so you can say more like this. So they're picking all of these, and these are not necessarily your products. So what you can do is you can go up here where this little tag thing is right here. Click on that, and that will bring up, sorry, my internet's being slow again. Here we go. And this will bring up your tags. So if you click on this, you can actually go in here, and I'm going to put so it's looking for product pins that are in my products. So these are my shirts. So I can actually, I think it's up to 3. I think it's 3, maybe 4. I guess all 4. I'm not sure exactly how many you can pin, because I think 4 is the most I've ever pinned. But then when you save this, And, yep, all 4 are there. And then you click Done. And then when people look at your pins, give it a second. And let's go back so it can refresh. So then when people actually click on your pin and they come over here, they actually will see your products here before the More Like This. So that way you're getting more exposure to your pins and to your products. And you can do this. So let's say I had this cat picture or cat shirt up here, then I could pin these other products to that pin. So it's going to give you more exposure and get you more sales by tagging your pins. So I would suggest that you take a day, go back into your Pinterest account and do that. Pin to your other products. So your products are the first thing that they see, not other people's pins. So in conclusion, it has been tremendous growth on Pinterest. Even though everybody's saying with all the new algorithm changes and stuff that their engagement and traffic has gone down, mine has not. Mine has gone up. And I'm actually hoping to be up over 1 million views this month by the end of February. And I think it has tremendously improved my business. And I hope it does for you too.
Kaboom!
I want to thank everybody for watching my presentation, and hopefully I gave you a lot of good information and usable information that you can go back and implement. But it is a lot of information. So I would suggest going and getting the VIP pass so you can see all of the recordings of all of the sessions. So that way you have time to go through them and actually implement everything that you have learned, not just from me, but from the other speakers. And the best part of all is that you get bonuses. And my bonus is for the VIP pass is for 5 free funnels. So if you go over and get your VIP pass now, you can claim one of my 5 free funnels and get your Pinterest account up and going and making you money.